This is the building science of Kohler Power Systems. Each specific generator manufactured inside this plant is unique to its market and end user. In other words, a generator might look similar on the outside, but is engineered very differently. For instance, the mobile generator powered by propane had to be designed specifically for the fuel source in mind. Fuel by propane is an important factor and differentiator here with these mobile units.
Yes, our mobile generators have onboard fuel capacity that gives you 24 hours of runtime at 75% load. So basically it acts just like any of the other mobile generators that are in the marketplace. It just has the unique onboard fuel for a gaseous product.
I get excited about integrating science and technology into what we do here. We don't do it for the sheer, hey, this is really cool, the whiz bang. We do it to stay current and to stay competitive, and to make sure that we're always improving our processes using appropriate technology.
Well, there may not be one thing more important than the next. Without this, the generator's not running at all. Behind me, they are making the data boards for the Kohler mobile generator. The engineering and ingenuity just of the data board itself was remarkable. That you can have all the propane that you need, you can have the best engine in the world. None of that is running if the data board is not very specific to each individual unit. So you have different data boards for your marine, you have different data boards for your industrial, you have different data boards for your mobile. That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, and that's a capability we have that I think is a differentiator. For a company of this size to do board level manufacturing and controlling our electronics supply chain, that's a unique advantage for us, and we're able to deploy that engineering and that technology to our vast variety of products, and they're custom for that product.
As a person outside of the Kohler company and witnessing the process of power generators being made and talking to the people behind the innovation and science, it was easy to forget what they're truly doing. Manufacturing from the ground up a machine to provide power. This is not a fact lost on the men and women who do it every day. Now, one of your responsibilities is the new product lines, and with the mobile generator running on propane, it's not as easy as just we have a generator and we're just going to hook it up to a propane tank. There was some thought and ingenuity that had to go into launching that.
Absolutely. Some of the requirements for that new design required a testing scheme that we did not have. So we had to go out into the market and figure out what kind of technology is out there that we can bring into this plant to allow us to be productive and meet the testing requirements. And what we did is we ended up going out and bringing in ultrasonic technology to detect for leaks. It was something that we were familiar with, that we already had in the building. We just applied it in a different way.
So your system here is an ultrasonic system that will allow you to test for leaks that we cannot see. There's no bubble test, there's nothing that I can see to understand a leak is happening, but you can hear it.
Yes, correct.
So tell me how that works, show me.
So we just fill the tank up 250 PSI with the input, and then once we got our lines hooked up,
pressurize the tank.
Pressurize the tank to 250 PSI. Once we got our lines all hooked up, we'll open up our vents and open up our solenoid valves, which is connected to a harness, and then we just open up our solenoid valves by hand to allow the air to flow.
So I'm looking there, and at 53 decibels or so, that's obviously a leak.
Yep, anything above 30 decibels is a leak.
Behind us here is one of your testing facilities that you're basically compressing the life of one of these generators through about a 30-year cycle.
Yeah.
Run me through that.
Yeah, it's easy to just do performance testing and say it does what we designed it to do, but what's it going to do 3 years from now? That's what we're trying to figure out here. So we run accelerated life testing, where we'll load it beyond where it's supposed to be and run it at high load factors in order to try and compress what might be a couple of years into maybe an 800-hour test.
Oh wow, so that's
it's
very
still
quick.
A long time, but
yeah.
Yeah, we push them hard.
For Kohler to have a market advantage and to continue their push toward the leading generator manufacturer in the world, they must continue to do something they have done heavily over the last several years, and that is to invest in all markets and applications. Next, we look at the various ways the mobile generator is used across the globe and a deeper look at how it can help contractors like you. For Building Science, I'm Adam Grubb.